I went to Vassar College, and in those days it was, I think, one of the best women's colleges you could go to. I wanted to study art, but they did not allow you to do that there because it wasn't scholarly enough. So I studied history of art, and the professors were magnificent. Vassar was smart enough to get these German scholars. Never would I have been able to study with them if they weren't at Vassar. They brought them over from Europe after the Second World War, and they were fantastic. One of them was a great medievalist, Adolf Katzenellenbogen. So it went from Adolf Katzenellenbogen with medieval art to Linda Nochlin, who was a great women's, she was a women's liber, and she started a lot of the women's movement in art by writing a book called Why Are There No Great Women Artists, something like that. So I ran the gamut of this wonderful art history department. I had 4 years of art history, and it taught me a great continuum in art, and I learned a kind of a history where I could see how everything in art was related. So it was invaluable for me. And I didn't regret not doing studio art. The only thing I found, though, is after I was at Vassar, I found that Hans Hofmann was teaching at the same time, and I would have had the opportunity to work with him, but I didn't know about him then. And when I met him, it was too late. He had stopped teaching. That's the only regret I had. Otherwise, I think it was a great education. I'm still friendly with classmates I knew then, and it was a time that was very special for me. And because it was all women, I learned how to relate to very strong women, and it was a good thing I had that. Of course, when I graduated, there was no great value of women in the art world. They were mostly considered dilettantes, and it was a rude awakening to know that after being in a place where women were so valued, I went into an atmosphere where women were considered, stay in the kitchen and do your work and take care of your children. That never appealed to me. And my husband got turned on when I was in the studio, not when I was in the kitchen.